Everything you've been told about burning fat is wrong, and the real reason is hiding inside your stomach right now. You lie awake staring at the ceiling. Your stomach feels like a balloon about to burst. By 2 p.m., you're running on fumes. And the scale? It hasn't moved in weeks, even though you're eating like a bird. It is deeply infuriating. You track every single morsel of food, you deny yourself the meals you love, and you push through the hunger pangs, yet your body acts like it is hoarding fat for a winter that never comes. The calorie lie says weight loss is just math. Eat less, burn more. But your gut tells a much darker story. Here's what actually happens when your gut lining is damaged. Microscopic gaps open up in your intestinal wall. Through these gaps, bacterial toxins slip into your bloodstream, poisoning your body from the inside out, one meal at a time. Your immune system panics. It launches a massive, systemic, low-grade inflammatory response to fight off this perceived invasion. This chronic inflammation literally locks your fat cells. It overrides your strict calorie deficit because your body thinks it is under a severe biological attack. You are not failing your diet. Your biology is fighting a war you cannot see, and the casualties are your daily energy, your mood, your sleep, and your waistline. Because you feel this intense internal chaos and the physical discomfort of constant bloating, you naturally look for a rescue mission. You turn to the wellness industry, which happily sells you expensive juice cleanses and detox teas. But while you're sipping that $12 green juice, feeling weak and lightheaded, something is happening inside your gut that you were never warned about. These commercial laxative teas and extreme juice fasts do not clean your gut lining. Instead, they violently strip away your gut's protective mucus layer. Imagine taking a harsh, abrasive chemical scrub to an already wounded, bleeding piece of skin. That is exactly what you are doing to your delicate intestinal walls. Without that vital protective mucus, the gaps in your gut lining widen even further. More toxins leak into your blood. The inflammation spikes even higher. Your fat cells lock down even tighter. You end up more bloated, more exhausted, and more trapped in your own body than when you started. Now here's the part nobody talks about. You ditch the teas. You go clean. You buy the zero-calorie bars, the sugar-free shakes, the guilt-free snacks. You think you're finally safe, but flip that protein bar over. Those emulsifiers? They work exactly like dish soap in your gut, stripping away the mucus layer you're trying to rebuild. And those artificial sweeteners? They're not neutral. They're quietly killing your good bacteria and feeding the inflammatory ones. You didn't find a safe zone. You walked into a second trap. To finally break this cycle of betrayal and exhaustion, we have to stop looking at what is destroying your gut and start feeding what is desperately trying to save it. So what feeds those good bacteria? Specific fibers, resistant starch from cooled potatoes and rice, inulin from chicory root and garlic, and pectin from apples and carrots. These aren't exotic superfoods, they're in your grocery store right now. When your good bacteria ferment these fibers, they produce powerful compounds called short-chain fatty acids, specifically acetate and butyrate. And what these molecules do inside your body is extraordinary. But butyrate doesn't just heal your gut. It sends a signal, and that signal flips a switch inside every cell in your body. Scientists call it AMP. Think of it as your metabolism's master thermostat hidden inside your cells. When your gut is inflamed, this thermostat is broken, and your metabolism is stuck in permanent storage mode. But when butyrate flips that switch, your cells suddenly receive the clear signal to stop hoarding energy and start burning stored fat for fuel. The inflammation cools down, the fat cells unlock, your natural energy returns, and the brain fog finally lifts. So let's be honest about what's really been happening. For years, you weren't failing, you were being set up to fail. The fitness and diet industry has spent decades selling you the illusion that a lean physique is just about suffering through hunger, drinking bitter detox teas, and eating bland, processed diet foods. The science is clear. You cannot outstarve a systemic inflammatory response. Severe calorie restriction doesn't fix a broken gut. It makes it worse. True, sustainable fat loss is not about deprivation. It is about deep biological restoration. You have to treat your gut lining like the vital, foundational organ it is. By removing the harsh emulsifiers, ditching the laxative teas, and flooding your system with the right fibers to produce those fat-burning short-chain fatty acids, You are not just losing weight. You are reclaiming your daily energy, your mental clarity, and your overall life from an industry that has profited off your confusion and your pain. To summarize, stop starving yourself and start healing your gut lining to unlock your natural, effortless fat-burning potential. If this changed how you think about fat loss, drop a comment with the word gut. I want to know you made it this far. And if you want the full breakdown of exactly which foods rebuild your gut lining, subscribe so you don't miss it. See you there.